Hi everyone, Rockstar's deciding to fuck with this recording today, so we're gonna play a different game.
Hey guys! Sorry for the panicked sounds. This is basically what the Ramble is going to be about, I guess.
Rockstar fucking one half of the team over, and
And we have a small rambling story from my side. Please ignore the barking puppy. Now, actually, hang on. Allow me to go check on that. That might actually be something serious with how wild he's going. Be right back, Mage.
yep, I'm just gonna keep looking to, is this? Yeah, and I'm also going to be playing the level 1, cause yeah, I know it's going to be kind of impossible to win as the level 1, but oh wow, that lag.
A superstar gets a certain feeling when he knows there's a strong possibility he may exit the match in a completely different condition than he entered. That's not exactly a comforting thought when it's your career. These guys are giving it their all here tonight, not just to entertain the fans, but to ultimately walk away with the win. Having come up through the dojos in Japan, Finn Balor brings a certain toughness to him in the ring.
Great crowd locked in. Good base. This is going to be difficult to fight out of.
Definitely looking focused here tonight, but would you expect anything less with a vacant title up for grabs?
Oh well, that was cheap. Yep. What?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm back.
I noticed.
There's no telling what these competitors will do in Extreme Rules, but I can guarantee we're about to find out.
Because I heard a little Scotty come in and the Scotty dog showed up.
We're in the feeling out
Vinny was
process.
barking at
Who's
a
going to
person
get the
barking
advantage
their
and
dog.
maintain control?
Your guess is as good as mine, Cole.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
No kidding. This is going to need some serious medical
Anyway,
attention.
continue with the story.
As we watch Finn Balor, let's get
So,
your take on him.
That's someone
Are we
who
still
gets
recording,
it.
by the way?
Someone who knows the
I think
value
we
of
should
hard
be.
work and dedication.
Oh my gosh, did you see his head?
Well, we're on the move here.
Wow, okay.
Rattle that spine with a powerful scoop slam.
Oh, make an appointment with your chiropractor after that. He got him.
Everything's not going my way right now.
Back into the ring now.
Yeah, this is good. This
We're
is
not
where the action
recording, are
needs
we?
to be.
No, we should still be recording.
Ah.
Yeah, we are recording. It's just things are not going well in the match.
Oh, and a terrific reversal by Finn Balor.
Just on to
Finn
person.
Balor
So,
smells blood,
any
folks.
case, as those of you who are in my area know, I do get
Not today, too
panicky.
fast. Oh, God. That was hitting the nail right on the head. If he takes
And by
many more of those, he's
panicking,
going to get lit up
I
like a
mean not
Christmas
hit
tree.
once I panic. I
There's
freak
not
out to
much
the
Finn
point that I
Balor
actually
can't
do
do in
draw
that
something
ring.
sharp
High
from my
flying
pocket and
quick
prepare for
kicks
attack.
to submission wrestling. Let's face it, this kid can do it all. Really pushing his opponent to the limit here. Finn Balor making his statement
Let me put
as
it
we
this way.
speak.
With
I'm
me,
not sure I can watch this.
it depends on the situation. if it's
You don't want to get caught
something,
outside the ring for too long.
What happened to
say,
you? You used to
emotional,
love being outside the ring.
then you know that when somebody is crying and screaming in rage in the back room, leave me alone.
We're about to find out how much pain that
For those
shoulder
of you
can
who
take.
know me,
Whoa!
and those of
A
you who
direct hit. Talk about
have
getting tagged
pets
and knocked
or
in
no
the
pets
middle
at all,
of next week. What a display of unmitigated strength. The
let
ring
me
match
tell
in
you,
pain after that one.
Yeah, you're right.
I
think that
understand
hurt
those
the
of you
ring
who are
and
allergic,
him.
have allergies, can't afford
Oh my,
medicine,
look at
etc.,
this.
etc. However, this is a warning
Finn
for
Balor
those
scores
of
with a
you in
tremendous
my
move.
area.
Good Lord, that
I
wasn't
woke
even
up
close.
So that's
about
what it's like being so far off the mark.
3 hours, 26 minutes ago, I want to say, Mage? I woke up, got some breakfast, and
Bang,
as
right
I
to
was
the
putting
face.
breakfast
Well,
away,
we're on the move here.
these two men pulled up in this navy
He hits the
blue
brainbuster.
Ford.
Good night. Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet
Now,
lightning fast.
the
One
police have
mistake,
already been
one
notified
moment
about
of
this.
hesitation, and you can
But
find
this is
yourself
a
in
warning
world of
for
hurt.
those of you who don't get a
Impressive
text
combination
message
of
like
kicks.
I do on their
Once you
phone
get
that
out of
say
the ring,
Amber Alert or
anything can
something
happen.
to that
You've
effect.
got exposed steel, concrete. Oh my God! Well, that steel chair has done the damage.
When
Well, that's it.
you see a navy blue Ford with the silver
Wow,
streaks
he's
across
still
it
down after that.
on the side,
Oh, not again. Not again.
Whoa, warm up the buses. This one's
whatever
over.
you do, those of you with children at home,
Look how
with
slow he
elders
is to recover
at
here.
home,
That was some serious punishment.
do not answer.
Gonna feel that breaker in the morning.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet
Thankfully,
lightning fast.
I knew my
One
grandmother.
mistake, one moment of
Pardon the barking
hesitation,
puppy in the
and you can
background
find
is
yourself in a
doing their
world
thing
of hurt.
across the yard.
It's just trying to be helpful.
But she's being a good boy for it. But in any case,
Who was that?
what was what?
Didn't you hear my phone?
Yeah, I did.
And they called, then hung up.
Yeah, I've been getting calls from a health insurance company all day nonetheless. In any case,
Screw it, I'll just try and play Elite Dangerous.
oh boy. In-
This is going to be a patchier recording than it normally is, cause
in any case, I don't think Mage can handle flipping VR that well.
I will, I can.
I meant your computer.
Yeah. Then again, it's being able to handle Skype recording and all this, so...
Exactly. In any case, guys, as I was saying, if ever you see this dark blue van with the silver streaks on its sides, don't answer, call a relative, or call the police. But definitely do not answer the door whatsoever. Mind you, my neighborhood generally keeps to itself. One person doing object A, one person doing object B, blah blah blah. We're pretty much a quiet neighborhood except for the traffic that goes to and from school on a daily basis. Which, since it should be letting out, traffic should be lessening a little bit more here.
Plus, also looking for the...
Yeah. But, in any case, generally, we're quiet. I mean, there's a cop that literally lives 4 doors down from me. Or 4 houses down from me. I could go talk to him if I wanted to. But what I'm getting at, people, is never answer the door for these guys.
I'm gonna fly into the sun, maybe.
I narrowly escaped it, but this is a fair warning. Now, I wasn't exactly half awake, and I didn't exactly have my glasses on, but that doesn't mean my eyes aren't sharp. If you see that particular van with this particular guy driving it, do not answer and call your relative or the cops. Because this man nearly robbed my home. Thankfully, I was standing in the kitchen when he and his buddy arrived. But when I saw him, he had that look like he could take me on. And I'm pretty tough.
Is this going to try and actually play? Am I not gonna have any games to actually play?
Mage is still fixing shit up in the background.
This isn't even fixing, this is the new game!
Calm, Mage.
I will calm when things work well.
Mage. And Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry.
I've been hungry, I'm pissy.
You're not you when you're pissy either.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Just a pissier version of me.
Again, you're not. You.
Oh, things are working now. Yay!
Yay! Watch it crash 2 minutes into the recording.
And we're actually 12 minutes. Yay.
I know. In any case, the man that I'm describing has a maroon beanie on his head. He is completely bald. Military cut bald, to put it that way. He does have a mustache, a gray mustache.
So he's an older
Incoming
gentleman.
mission critical message.
He
Mission
looks to
failed.
be about mid-30s, mid-40s, somewhere in there.
What? My mission failed?
He seemed to be about mid-30s, mid-40s, and he was wearing an army shirt with a cargo jacket on. I couldn't tell the color of the jacket, but I could tell that it was a cargo. His other friend was wearing something yellow on him. Like the guy just got off work or a guard duty or something. These two caused a panic attack. Now, for those of you, again, ignore the puppy.
You just decided to,
For those of you who don't know, I have a pair of sewing scissors that I keep in my pocket that I got from my last trip to see my recent ex in Wisconsin. Now, I always keep a sharp object on me at all times. Like, I never leave my room without one.
3, 2,
Unless I'm showering, but that's the only exception. However, all I'm saying is, for those of you who don't like to leave your room with a sharp object in hand for safety or protection, be very, very freaking alert for anything like that. Kids, I know that against your parents' better judgment, you're gonna be watching this, so just take my advice and roll with it.
Why are kids wanting to watch our crap?
Mage, there are 3-year-olds who watch Markiplier.
I'm not denying that, but I'll give Markiplier this over us. He at least knows when to not cuss.
Mage. I was watching... Mage, I was watching content like the stuff we make since I was young.
I'm not denying that. Okay, how do I shift over these things?
And besides, I'm just covering all our bases anyway. Let me put it this way, guys. For those of you who are brave as all get out, and are quite cocky enough to answer the door for any of these people, my hat goes off to you. I wouldn't be able to face them if I freaking tried.
Am I?
The guy has the build of my uncle, but he had that look of I've been through more shit than you on his face, and I backed off. However, don't just. I'm lucky I had Vinny, my little puppy. I'm quite lucky.
Time.
I'm quite lucky I had him. I still do. And yes, I gave the little puppy a treat for those of you wondering. But if ever this happens and you know your relative or a person who's usually in the house with you at the time doesn't let people over while they're not there with you, call them, say, hey, did you call for this such and such a person? Because they're here, or they were here. And if they speed off like the ones I did, I called my grandmother because sometimes there are those few chances where she forgets to tell me things.
Yeah, which tends to happen with older relatives.
But on a usual basis, she'll say the day beforehand, hey, I'm taking work off because such and such a company is coming over to look at the house, or such and such, or your dad wants to do A, B, and C with you today, and I kind of want to be there in case you two get into an argument. Something like that.
Okay, so
However, I know when my grandmother has called somebody over because she'll tell me the day before. She didn't tell me anything about anybody coming over today or anybody coming over today. Tomorrow she did tell me she was staying home because, well, people were supposed to be coming over to check on the house and such tomorrow. Though, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was scared shitless. I mean, okay, and I know, Mage, this is gonna sound annoying because you've heard this from me so many times. But I'm gonna do this for our viewers' sake because they probably haven't heard it enough from me. Guys, put yourselves in my shoes for a minute. Okay. You've been through a lot in your life. You've had your fair share of panics. You've had your fair share of A, B, C, and D happening. And you do know that you have very bad anxiety problems. Especially when things get as rough as that. Mage, you know where I'm going with this. Just deal with me.
I'm not sighing because of you.
I know, I'm just saying. Those of you who have placed yourself in my shoes, are in my shoes, I'm pretty certain you'll get the gist of it, and if that's the case, well, you can just skip over what I'm telling the others. But when you have what I and probably many others have anxiety-wise, and I'm not using this as an excuse. Oh no, in other situations, I could handle myself just fine. You know, normal reactions, normal person stuff and such. But guys, if you're in my situation, you're gonna freak the fuck out. Just gonna put it bluntly and honestly here. If you're in my situation, you have what I have. You've been through countless amounts of wars. You've been through countless amounts of self-doubting issues. You're gonna flip the fuck out when you see something like this. Or even, hell, go through something like this. Because your body's so used to this shit that of course it's gonna overreact. It's going to go into what I like to call military mode. Now, for those of you who have been where I've been, and while yes, I understand there are other various methods, I'm going to state my method for anyone and everyone who may or may not have any sort of calming method or anything. And I know in my previous video on my personal channel, I did quote Foamy when I say people are so triggered so easily that it needs to stop. Which, honestly, Mage, can you be honest with me on that? You could agree with this, right?
That people are too easily triggered?
That people act as if they're triggered when in reality they're not.
Yeah, that's the issue. I'm gonna get my own little rant once you're done about the fact that so many beings nowadays, and I do say beings, seem to be so easy to piss off.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
It's one of those, yes, there are some people who are like me. And I do know this. I can handle it. When it comes to certain non-stressful, non-life-threatening situations. However, for those of you who don't have any way of calming down, which to those of you who do have what I have, which is very, very bad anxiety, and I mean to the point that I actually do need music in order to concentrate. Well, not as often as most think, but I still do need music to concentrate. Or some sort of background noise to keep my nerves from going berserk. Here's what you do. So, you just went into a very horrible situation, and now you're in the midst of panicking. First things first. Deep breathing. If the deep breathing doesn't work, find your stress ball and squeeze the hell out of that thing. Like I do. I kid you not. Ask Mage, ask Clara, ask Marshall. I somehow always seem to have something that I can just squeeze in my hand whenever I feel stressed, don't I?
3, 2, 1, engage.
If the deep breathing doesn't work, go for your stress ball. If the stress ball doesn't work, and it's still daylight for you guys,
Go for a walk. Although, now that I say that, maybe wait for the walk until the cops find this person.
I wasn't going to say go for a walk. I was going to say if it's daylight outside and you're home alone like I am on a normal basis, just take advantage of the quiet of the house and take a fucking shower.
Well, walking also works, just not as you know.
If you do go on a walk, take your specified object of protection with you.
Yeah, there's the thing. Make sure to take your freaking weapon. If you're in her area.
In my opinion, it's something to chop people up with, like a knife, scissors, maybe a fucking axe if I can find one.
I'd go with something more practical, like at least someone would immediately peg you like a cop for someone trying to rob someone. What the heck are you?
As he suddenly stops mid-rant.
Well, I do this a lot. Anyone who knows who I am knows I will basically be an idiot and forget about what I was saying to talk about something else.
Oh, I know, and I find it quite hilarious.
I'm ADD as a
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm not going to lie. For those of you who are going to peg me for laughing at what he has, don't worry. I have the ADHD version of it.
I used to have ADHD. I just learned how to deal with it after a while.
Yeah, but it's one of those, if I don't say anything, people are gonna peg me like, oh, you're ableist or something.
Okay, I hope I don't hit the sun.
Again, I'm just covering my bases.
Oh, I know, and I'm probably
3,
ADD as a mother.
2, 1, engage.
No sun, no sun, no sun, no sun, please no. Fuck me. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
But, as I was saying, for those of you who...
Oh, shit.
Are you done?
I'm sorry, I almost hit the fucking sun.
In any case, for those of you who live in my area, proceed outside with caution. If you're in a car, good. If you're walking, try not to get hit by anybody or get taken by anybody, please. I'm not being egotistical when I say this, am I, Mage?
No, that's just worrying about people.
I mean, I know this is YouTube. I know people aren't going to take us seriously, but I am being serious when I say I'd like to read your lovely comments and know that you guys are alive.
As few as comments that we actually get, because...
Let me put it to you this way. Since this will be posted on my Facebook, since I have a lot more people that I follow and such.
Oh, hello. That's
Guys, just I'm no, stop freaking out. Stop freaking out, Scott. I know, I was getting on edge again.
Here's the thing, also, and speaking of assholes and cars, I mentioned this last night, but I wanted to go into more detail about this.
Go.
Is that, during my shift, there are two guys, and they're in Manassas, where I have worked. driving around for maybe 2 hours. They're in a gold Ford pickup truck. If you are approached by two black men wanting gas money, say no and report them to the police. Report their license plate and report them, because these guys are basically two thieves, I'm guessing. Probably drain the gas out of their own tanks just to get people's money.
Hull integrity compromised.
Now, I'm not trying to sound as egotistical as some YouTubers as of late. PewDiePie.
What's going on with PewDiePie?
In other words, I've noticed he sounds a bit egotistical when he says certain things that are supposed to mean well. No, I'm not going to be egotistical. This is me straight up saying, guys, since this is going on Facebook, I want you guys to look at our videos, and I want you guys to be able to watch us. So, I'm going to say this right now. If this happens, like what happened with me not a few hours ago, come back alive, okay? None of you on the news or in the paper.
Also, do you mind?
No, I don't. State what you were
Not
saying.
you.
Oh.
So, San Andreas is officially fucked.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try and look things up online, but San Andreas won't download properly.
Ah, that sucks.
So, for people wondering what the fuck is gonna happen to the San Andreas playthrough, it might be fucking cancelled.
Aww.
Why is it gonna be canceled? Because somehow my client on freaking Steam got glitched for some reason.
That sucks.
And it's not gonna download it until I look up this freaking cab or 2010 DirectX issue that's happening to me.
Frameshift
Huh.
drive charging. 4, 3,
There's an
2,
issue right now,
1,
and I'm gonna
engage.
try to my original point of the two assholes that are basically robbing people of money just to try and get gas. But again, my issue right now is that somehow I think between the cheat I put in, which was an infinite health cheat, and playing it broke somehow. And unless I can figure out how to download this, I'm gonna see what it is. So give me a moment while it's paused. Alright, so it's
I'm still here just calming down one of the purples because he's still